Why one-size-fits-all benefits don't work anymore. You've rolled out benefits for everyone: flexible hours, backup care, wellness allowances. On paper, the package looks generous, but here's what often happens. One caregiver with an aging parent across state lines can't use the local backup care. Another with a child requiring special services needs midday flexibility every week. And someone else who's managing a chronic illness needs more paid leave than the standard plan allows. When everyone is getting the same benefits, many caregivers don't get the right benefits, and this mismatch can cause frustration, underuse, and a feeling of unfairness. And ultimately, the talent that you wanted to support is still struggling. Today, we'll explore why sometimes uniform benefits often fail caregivers and how to adapt benefits so care feels more compatible with work, not contradictory. If we haven't met, I'm Dr. Anna Thomas. I'm a physician, leadership speaker, caregiver advocate, and corporate wellness specialist. I help organizations strengthen their workforce and create workplaces where people and performance can thrive together. Even as we enter an era of AI, automation, and agentic teams, the future of work is still human, and that work is changing dramatically. But at the same time, employees are navigating complex personal and professional pressures that are only going to escalate in the coming years. For example, in the next 5, 10, 15 years, we will see an exponential increase in the number of older adults who will need caregiving support. Who will be providing that care? Working adults. Right now, 63 million Americans are caregivers. That's 1 in 4 adults, with more than half of them currently working full-time. Those numbers are expected to increase and will have a tremendous impact on our communities and, yes, even our workplaces. And caregiving is just one example of a personal stressor that will impact the workplace. Mental health, chronic illness, stress, and burnout are all on the rise, and the organizations that will thrive are those that lead with care, culture, awareness, resources, and empowerment. Care. Through this series, I share practical strategies, leadership tools, and insights to help you create cultures that support well-being, strengthen engagement, and retain top talent. If you'd like a clear starting point, then check out my free training, The Future of Work is Care. The link is below. And while you're there, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this with another leader who is ready to build a workplace that cares. Let's get into today's topic. One thing I've noticed is that benefits tend to be designed around idealized life scenarios, not the complex, shifting lives that we lead. Caregiving, for example, isn't one size fits all. Different types of care demand different types of support. When benefits are rigid, they end up silent, unusable, or even feel penalizing. In this video, we'll unpack this. What makes caregivers different? What are the life context, care needs, and timing issues that they have? The pitfalls of blanket benefits, how to design flexible, tiered, or contextual benefits, and practical guides and steps. Let's get into it. When benefits assume a one-size-fits-all, they often rest on hidden assumptions. 1, that caregivers can predict when they'll need support. 2, that geographically uniform benefits serve remote or even multi-state teams. That a standard amount of support fits all needs level. That managers know how to interpret policies uniformly and consistently. Now, these assumptions create gaps. A local backup care provider might not serve rural or remote areas. Eligibility restrictions might exclude those caring for an extended family member or someone in a non-traditional relationship or role. Fixed allotments don't flex or can't flex when care load intensifies. These gaps make benefits feel cosmetic. They're offered, but they're not truly available. Let's look at some scenarios. Elder care. A person caring for an aging parent may need overnight respite, home health coordination, or flexible afternoon check-ins. Second scenario, childcare and special needs. A parent of a child with therapy schedules or school transitions, they might need intermittent daily flexibility, weekend support, or micro-break services. Third scenario is chronic illness or long-term disease. A caregiver managing their own health plus someone else's needs plus work may need periodic leave, telehealth allowances, or relief shifts. A single benefit package that gives X hours for backup care or Y days of flexible leaves rarely works equally for all 3. And in the end, many caregivers end up ignoring benefits because they don't serve their reality. So how do you shift from rigid benefits to responsive benefits? Here's an idea. Tiered or phased benefits. Offer a base level of support with enhanced tiers for people with higher care needs or longer tenure. These could include flexible eligibility rules. Maybe it includes non-traditional caregiving roles like caring for a sibling or multi-generational households. Maybe you allow intermittent eligibility during life-changing periods. As well, it should be portable across geography. Maybe use vendor networks that span across states or regions and allow caregivers to maybe use providers near them if the vendor of choice doesn't have access in that area. Another thing to consider is manager discretion with some guardrails. Empower your managers to be able to flex benefits within defined parameters. It's important throughout all of this that you're providing clear communication. Show the stories, how benefit X look like for someone, in care situation Y, and that signals that it's usable. Now, you don't have to leap to full redesign. Maybe you start with a pilot. Select a team or a department with known caregivers. Pilots help you learn the practical boundaries of flexibility. Remember, how you talk about flexible or tiered benefits matters as well. This benefit is meant to flex with your care needs, not stay fixed. And if things change, talk to your manager. We'll keep room for adjustment. And normalize that. Communicate it. If you're looking for frameworks for how you can build more support in your workplace, then join me for my free training, The Future of Work is Care. And if you haven't checked out my book, Workplaces That Care, be sure to pick it up on Amazon. It's your playbook for building a resilient workplace that supports and retains caregiving employees. Up next, we're going to talk about unconscious bias. Could it be hurting your employees who are balancing care and life? While you're waiting, watch How Do We Align Care Support with Talent Strategy and Succession? Remember, in this age of AI, the future of work is still human. So let's create workplaces that care.